What is up guys, this is Rito back with another video on the POCO A5, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest EvolutionX ROM. This is the 5th January 2025 build, and of course it is based on Android 15, and the EvolutionX version here is of 10.1, and I have got a lot of updates on this ROM, so much so that I already shot a video, then I realized there is a new update and I updated it, so I had to delete the whole footage and I'm reshooting this again with the new update. And I have dirty flashed the latest updates and all, worked perfectly fine for me. If you don't know how to flash this ROM on your POCO A5, you can check out the flashing guide from the description, and there are the notes for this particular build. And the first point, it's pretty important, let me just explain. It says actually flash to both slots in case of boot loop due to changes to boot animation. Well, let me tell you, in case if you dirty flash it and then you face a boot loop, you have to just reboot to your recovery, then reflash this particular latest build, then it should be working fine. Or you can say you have to flash it twice to get it working, but for me it worked right away after I flashed this particular ROM once, dirty flashed it. So it may vary from user to user. If you are flashing from very old build or something, then maybe you may require 2 flashes or something for this particular build. But yeah, for me it worked perfectly fine while I flashed it for just once. And there are some things which says fixed photos magic editor crash, and there is bring back more features from Android 14, lock screen weather and quick tap, boot animation style, etc. There is the fixed fingerprint sensor kind of icons for some devices, and we have the use 64 megapixel mode in POCO camera for now. Let me talk about the settings panel stuff. Well, in the settings it looks beautiful to me. It shows your profile right on top and it is just like a pixel device, you may notice. And we have the evolver section, we have the network connected apps and all these things. And in the evolver, of course, you will find all the customizations for this specific ROM. Now, first things first, let me talk about overall the experience. Yes, the overall smoothness here, it's just much more smoother if you compare it to the Durfist ROM experience that I was on earlier. But for about 5 days, I would say, or more than that, I have been using this EvolutionX ROM. Yes, I was on the older build. Even after updating it to the latest build, I have faced a bug. I'll talk about it, but let me talk about the normal things first. To the left of the home screen, we have the Google's Discover page. Swiping up will get you to the app drawer. Swiping down will get you to the quick setting panel. And here, let me show you the widgets animations. Just notice how smooth it is, the clock animation and all, and even the Bluetooth battery widget and everything, it's working totally fine, no issues. And I have connected this outdoor speaker. See the full review of the Xiaomi outdoor speaker from the description again. Talking about the basic stuff, yes, it passes the SafeNet test and all, and as you can see, it shows basic integrity and the device integrity both have been met. So banking apps will not be a problem. I have been using banking apps, I didn't face any issues. IR Blaster also works perfectly fine here. In terms of the DRM info, it shows as security level L1, so you can stream Netflix or Amazon Prime videos in 1080p. Also in terms of Google Photos, it does have the Pixel kind of unlimited photos and videos backup. So that is awesome, but you have to enable it from the customization settings. Now let's just straight up, let me talk about the bug that I have faced while I was on a WhatsApp video call. And if you're staying in the WhatsApp video call, that's totally fine, no issues with it. But once you just go home screen and enable the PIP mode, and even after that it will be fine, but unless and until if you open apps like Instagram and like the X app, etc. on the foreground or background, actually if you open that and let's assume a WhatsApp PIP video call it's going on, you won't simply be able to hear the WhatsApp's audio. I don't know why it happens, like suddenly it just stops totally, like the audio I cannot simply hear from the video call. The other party can hear you, but you cannot simply hear it on like over the headphones. I don't know why it happens. And then I have to just press the volume button and just increase and decrease the volume after I go into the WhatsApp video call PIP, or I just maximize it. After doing that for several tries, I would say then only it works. That's the only way to fix that for that moment. Again, if you go into a separate app while you have the WhatsApp video call PIP on, in an app like Twitter or something, the video calls audio, you won't be simply able to hear it. So this is a huge bug in my opinion that I have faced actually. Hopefully in future updates it will be fixed. I was assuming that it will be fixed in this update, but it didn't. And let me tell you, I did not actually tell this bug to the developer. So he might be noticing it from the video, or I'll tell him after I post this video. So hopefully in the future updates we'll have that bug fixed. But again, I did not face this bug in ROMs like the Durfist or anything, which is a little bit older. So yeah, that's one thing or one point to remember. But I'm not hating it or anything. I'm just saying whatever I experienced. Now let me focus on the ROMs part. Here we have the POCO camera, and right here we have the 0.6 ultra wide angle lens working fine to 1x 2x. All these options are working great, and even the front camera and stuff, everything is working fine. I'll show you the samples and all. And in the video settings, of course, it has up to 4K and 30 fps video shooting option with the rear camera, but you can shoot 1080p 60 fps videos if you would like to. And here let me show you, there is a documents mode. You can shoot enhanced mode photos with the documents mode, and in the pro mode you can shoot up to 1080p 60 or 4K 30 even in the pro mode. So that is really nice. And there is the 64 megapixel mode as well. Let me just take a quick photo here. Here, as you can see, if you just take a normal photo, if I go into the info of it, as you can see, it is just a 1.6 megapixel photo. It's not processing well, that I can say pretty much. So yeah, it is a weird bug that I have been facing. Let me show you. Yes, that is why the developer has mentioned, I guess, for taking the 64 megapixel photo. If I just do that in the 64 megapixel mode, yes, I can zoom it in a lot, because for the previous one I can zoom it only this much. And with the 64 megapixel mode, as you can see, I can zoom far more. And here, as you can see, it is a 64 megapixel photo which have been taken with the 64 megapixel mode. But with the normal mode, it's kind of weirdly only processing up to 1.6 megapixel, which is a lot smaller when compared to other photos. So yeah, this is a kind of like bummer, I would say, in the default photo mode. So that might be fixed in the future updates. But yeah, as of now, this is what I have been facing. But of course, you can install Gcam and all, and you can actually get this particular Gcam from the description box below. I've made a separate video about this. And with the Gcam, it's perfectly taking about 17.6 megapixel photos here. So yeah, this is nice. The quality and stuff will be perfectly great. It is a low light kind of photo, that's why the details are much lesser. But yeah, overall, I would say the details will be much better with this particular Gcam. If you would like to use it, you can. In the battery settings, this is how it looks like. And yeah, you have the charging optimization. You can enable it to charge it up to only 80%, so that your battery in the long term, it will stay healthy. We have the charging control as well. If you enable that, of course, your fast charging will be a lot slower. So if you need fast charging, just don't enable this one. We have the battery optimization option. Your battery won't throttle down that app's performance. We have the battery information as well. And in here, you can see all the battery details. For my battery, it shows the cycle count as 697. And we have the voltage and stuff. Then the temperature also shows up right here. We have the thermal profiles, and per app thermal profile, you can change performance, browser, camera, dialer, gaming, streaming. All these other options are there. Talking about the battery life, yes, if I just go into the Accu battery app and show you my estimated numbers, for me, the screen on time shows up as 7.5 hours of screen on time. This is really good enough in my opinion. It's decent, but not the best in my opinion. But yeah, hopefully in the future updates, it will get a little bit better. We have the screen off, that's 50 hours of screen off or standby. You can say that's a lot. We have the combine use, it's about 12 hours, you can say. And in the health section, for me, the battery health shows up as 88%. These are all again estimated depending on 5 sessions. And here are the fast charging numbers that I have got in this particular ROM. And if I open the apps like separately, let me show you the app's performance here. In this test 304 website, I think they have changed something. That's why the FPS doesn't go up. Yes, I disabled the HDR. As you can see, the FPS is going up right now. So yeah, this is nice. And if I open apps like X or even Play Store, just notice the launching speed of the apps. Scrolling and all, everything is perfectly fine. And yeah, even in Chrome, zooming in, zooming out, all those things, even in X, scrolling and everything, it's fast enough, I would say. It's the characters are loading because of my Wi-Fi, I guess. But overall, the speed, it's totally fine. It's smooth. And you can switch between apps without any problems at all. And the overall app launching and going home animation, all these things, it's very smooth experience. If you want to know about the performance benchmarks, here are the Android and Geekbench score with a CPU stress test on this particular build to give you an idea about the overall UI performance on this latest build of EvolutionX version 10.1, of course based on Android 15. And in the recent panel, this is how it looks like. We have the screenshot, the select option is there also, and you can select all the text and stuff here. And if you go into the split screen mode, you can actually save particular apps in split screen mode. As you can see in the recent panel, these two apps, I can save an app pair. And once I do that, as you can see, these two apps comes like this. I can relaunch it anytime I would like to in future. So this is really nice features of like Android 15, I would say. And you can of course switch the apps, the animations. Just notice, I think these animations are a little bit newer. So yeah, looks really cool. Of course, the resizing option and everything works great. Of course, the VoLTE caller and everything, it's working totally fine. And here, once I place the call, even then the 5G is there. Once you place a call even in Geo network, that's really nice. And yes, you can record the calls from here also. Let me show you. There is BCR. You can set it up for call recording as well, and you can change the output format and everything. So yeah, you get the idea. You can record all the calls in this ROM if you'd like to. And yes, the 5G speeds are also flawless over here. No problems with it. And here, let me actually show you the about section. And in the about section, it looks very beautiful. We have the EvolutionX logo up top. We have the Android version as Android 15 here, of course. And the EvolutionX version right now shows as 10.1. Of course, it has the EvolutionX Easter egg also. And here, let me show you the security patch that we are getting is kind of latest of December 5th, 2024, but not quite 2025 yet. We have the stock kernel as the 5.10 GKI kind of kernel, and the build maintainer is still Johup. So huge thanks to the developer of this ROM. We have the build date as 5th January 2025. That's pretty much one of the latest builds you can say. And right now, today it's January 7th when I'm shooting this video. In the system settings, we have the buttons, and in here we have the edge-long swipe action and all. We have all these kind of things enabling option, and you can just select whichever you want to for edge-long swipe. Long press power button toggle torch option is there. We have the reorient show volume panel on the left. Click to partial screenshot. All these things are there. In the gestures, we have the quick tap. This quick tap may require a restart or something. It doesn't work for me, but yeah, the options are there. You can just enable it, and there are a lot of options. Here we have the quickly open camera, and we have the navigation mode as well. In the settings of it, we have the navigation hint, back gesture animation, back gesture haptic, pill length and radius customization is there. We have the back gesture height customization. Swipe to invoke assistant is there, and it brings you the Gemini. Also, let me show you, if you tap and hold on the pill bar, it will actually give you that circle to search. And circle to search here, it's actually working perfectly fine. You can translate, or you can select some particular text or image, whatever you want to. Just tap and hold on the pill bar. It will bring you that circle to search so that you can just mark anything. We have the 3-button navigation as well. In the settings of it, this is how it looks like. 100 mode works perfectly fine. We have the double tap to check phone and leave to check phone both. And we have the press and hold power button action. Also, there is the swipe click screenshot that is actually working fine. We have the share edit delete, and even the capture mode feature is present right here. In the USB configuration, of course, you can set it to file transfer for convenience. You can definitely use that. And in the system updater, you can check for updates from right here. And this is the latest update again. So that is why you don't see any newer update. Let me just go back. There is the backup or copy data. This is really interesting that you can copy your data from a previously backed up thing, or you can just back it up in your Google Cloud from right here. So this is nice. And right now, let me show you the miscellaneous app settings. And here we have the cloned apps as well. That is a dual apps kind of feature where you can actually have 2 accounts of WhatsApp or Facebook, whichever app you would like to. And there is the AppLock as well. I have locked particular apps. I'll show you that later on. We have the game space as well. And here you can add any game here in this game library. Also, if you just go to the bottom, we have this quick start apps, and these apps I think will launch a little bit quicker if you just enable that inside this thing. Yes, the sidebar feature is not there. In the notifications, we have the notification read and reply control. We have the do not disturb. Flash notification options is there, and this is how it will look like if you just enable that. Let me go back. We have these kind of heads up and stuff. You can enable these things if you'd like to. In the sound and vibration settings, this is how it looks like. Media, volume and stuff, everything you can customize. And there is the audio output device changing option. And in the volume panel, this is how it looks like. You can expand the volume panel just like this. You can put the phone into vibrate or silent from here. And if you just scroll down, we have the volume steps. Then there is the live caption, smart pause, and we have the media option as well. And we have the vibration and haptics. And these are the haptic feedback you can customize. So yeah, huge amount of customization even for the normal haptics, and the haptic feedback here, it's really awesome that I can say. We have the per app volume control, but I didn't enable that. We have the dial pad tone, screen locking sound, charging sound and stuff. We have the Dolby Atmos as well. You can enable it if you would like to from here. I have been using it for a long time, but while you are listening to headphones and you are sleepy, if you have Dolby Atmos turned on, even with the lowest volume, it will sound a little bit louder. That's why I disabled it. But yeah, let me just go into the next settings. That is the clear speaker option. It's still there. We have the display settings, and we have the adaptive or auto brightness. Extra dim is there. You can change the intensity. We have the lock screen settings. Always on display kind of customization. Even the scheduling option for that is there. We have the music ticker, double tap to check phone, and we have the wake screen for notifications as well. We have the screen timeout up to 30 minutes. Then we have the screen attention mode as well. And we have the dark theme. There is a pure black. I have enabled that. Yes, pitch black kind of thing actually works great here. We have the display size and text, small it's DPI. We have the night light. You can change the intensity from here if you would like to. We have the live display as well. Then there is the RGB control. Let me go back. We have the color contrast of the screen, default, medium, high, etc. You can customize from here. Let me go back. Rotation settings is there. There is up to 180-degree rotations if you'd like to enable that. Peak refresh rate option is there. Up to 120 Hz you can set. Also you can go for 90 Hz or 60 Hz, however you would like to. Yes, if you want to save a little bit of battery, you can go with the 90 Hz option. Even the minimum refresh rate you can customize it to. We have the allow window level blurs, double tap to wake, double tap to sleep, even the wake up unplug, and per app refresh rate is there. 60 and 120 Hz option is there. Let me go back. We have the wallpapers and styles, and this is how it looks like. By the way, I have been using the wallpaper from an AI wallpaper app. I'll list it below in the description. Also, there are a lot of default wallpapers like the swirling pedals or something. This is like pixel kind of wallpapers, I guess. We have the living universe or live wallpapers as well, and just notice the amount of wallpapers options which are there. Even the categories are huge. Let me go back. We have the clock font styles of Android 15. These are the font styles or clock styles actually you can get. So yeah, whichever you want, you can use it. We have the home screen settings. This is how it looks like. We have the themed icons enabling option, color contrast you can change, app grid up to 5x5, and even the lock screen shortcuts you can actually change it from right here. These are the option for it. In the security settings, this is how it looks like. In the device unlock, in the settings of it, this is how it looks like. In here we have the face unlock. Let me just set it up. Just complete the setup of the face unlock, and this is how the face unlock settings actually looks like. And in the mode settings, there is really nice that we have the clipboard auto clear kind of feature. You can enable it if you'd like to for privacy stuff, and we have the Android system intelligence. Hide developer status option is there, so you can hide particular apps to access if your developer option is turned on or not. And we have the hide screen capture, no storage restriction. And if you just scroll down, we have the theft protection of Android 15. You can enable it if you would like to. So thieves will be afraid of snatching your phone, I guess. Maybe. We have the scanning for deceptive apps, and we have the trust agent, all these things. There is also the private space of Android 15, and you can set it up from here if you would like to. Now, let me show you the fingerprint scanner speed and stuff. Let me just double tap here, and I do not have the always on display turned on, so I'll just tap the fingerprint scanner. As you can see, it unlocks. The unlocking speed here, it's really fast, no problems that you will face. Now, if I just enable the always on display, this is how it looks like. Double tapping to wake, animation looks smooth. Just notice. Yeah, the overall animation here, it looks really nice. And if I just tap the fingerprint scanner, as you can see, it unlocks. The unlocking speed here, it's perfectly fast, no issues. Now I'll unlock with the face unlock, so I'll just double tap to wake and point the device towards my face, and it unlocks. Just notice the face unlock speed. It's very fast. Even for the app lock, this is how it looks like. I tap the fingerprint scanner. As you can see, the app particularly unlocks. Right now, let me show you one more time. If I just try to unlock the app and point the device towards my face also, the app lock will work with the face unlock. Now let's talk about the customizations of this ROM. Those are there inside this Evolver settings, and once I go into it, yes, there is a lot, so I'll be quick with this. And in the theme section, we have the monet settings, we have the theme style, and we have the color source as well. We have the luminance, chroma factor, whole palette customization, even the tint background. Let me go back. There is the lock sound and even the unlock sound changing option. You can set it for different device style. We have the system fonts as well. Of course, there is the nothing dot font and everything. You can see right here. We have the OnePlus Sans, and just notice the amount of fonts which are there. Even the lock screen clock styles are there, but these are the Android 13 or older kind of lock screen clock styles, but yeah, 100 plus options for these are there. We have the background blur as well, and we have the more themed icons. System icons options are there. We have the icon shapes right here. We have the signal icon styles, just like this. We have the Wi-Fi icon styles. Just notice the amount of options. And we also have the navigation bar icons. Let me scroll down. We have the boot animation, and you can actually see whichever boot animation you select from right here, and you can change it to these many options. Just notice the amount of options which are there. We have the charging animation. The screen of animation is there as well. Let me go back inside lock screen. We have the carrier name on lock screen, charging stats, and even the pulse option is there for the lock screen. Replay animation, authentication, success and vibration options, pocket detection, and even the always on pocket mode is there. We have the status bar kind of settings. Brightness control is there. Sliding a finger will adjust the brightness. Quick pull down is there, and we have the status bar tuner, headset, Bluetooth extra icons you can enable from here. Clock and date customization is there. You can have the background chip and all just like this. And you can of course customize the status bar clock if you would like to. We have the network traffic indicator. You can use the default one. I use a separate app for this. We have the battery styles, and just notice the amount of battery style customization which is there. I have been using it with the iOS 16 style, but yeah, just notice the default options are also there. That is the icon portrait will look like this, I guess. But yeah, iOS 16 style definitely looks dope to me. We have the battery percentage when charging logo, and we have the Wi-Fi standards, Bluetooth battery stats, colored icons, notification icon, Let me go to the quick setting panel. This is where you can actually change the brightness slider position. You can have it on always show and to the bottom so that you can always get to see the brightness slider on the bottom. Haptic feedback is there, auto brightness icon is there, we have the quick setting tile styles, and even the hide label option is there. And just notice the amount of other options which are present inside here. In the notifications, we have the heads up, list boarding heads up, edge lighting option is there, and we also have the kill app alert while display is on option is there. We have the power menu customization. Inside over here we have the device control, advanced reboot, etc. By the way, the power menu actually looks like this. You can have the advanced reboot, and then inside this miscellaneous settings we have the component spoofing, play integrity fix values, pixel prop, storage encryption, and even we have the Play Store spoof. Then the Google Photo spoof is also there. We have the higher FPS in game, Snapchat spoof is also there. We have the USB configuration. You can again set it to file transfer from here. Hide developer status is still there. We have the unlimited screen recording, hide screen capture status, allow application download, and ignore Windows secure flags. That's pretty much it about the customization. So if you ask me personally, what do I think about this latest 10.1 version of the EvolutionX ROM? Well, it's great. It gives you much more smoother animation and everything inside this Android 15 kind of experience. It has consistent updates. I have already received about 3 updates after I flashed it for the first time, I guess. This is newer Android 15 versions. So these are all really nice things. But some of the things I think are still a little bit messy. That is the stock camera. It's still not processing the normal photos to full 16 megapixel or something. But of course you can use a Gcam and then you won't be facing those kind of issues. But talking about issues, that WhatsApp video call audio issue, it's really weird and it's really annoying in day-to-day life. So overall experience I have shared with you guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, share it with your friends if you feel like, and let me know in the comments if you liked this ROM's feature and all. Thank you so much for watching this video again. This is Tito from KTNTECH signing off for today, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. That will mean a lot to me. Have a nice day. Bye bye now.